Hello everybody, this is Tip Top Gaming here today with another Magic the Gathering video. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the standard Shakeup event on MTG Arena. So, MTG Arena is doing one of its most popular events, Standard Shakeup. What is Standard Shakeup? Standard Shakeup is a format where they ban all the problematic cards, so you could say it's them saying, hey, this is what Standard should be, but we can't because of paper magic. This is not me, assaulting paper magic, it's just, the main reason why things aren't super duper banned. So I'm going to break down the list of cards that are banned, the reward, the entry fee, what decks I think are popular, and what the bans will do to the meta. So why don't we start with the rewards and entry fee. The entry fee is either 2,500 coins or 500 gems. So the last event had the same entry fee and it had 5 styles as the reward. I think that this is a little bit more acceptable for the fact that you are not just getting cosmetics. I mean, you could, because the Mastery Pass could be cosmetics. However, if we look at the Mastery Pass, I just hit level 100 actually today. But that would get me 3 levels above, or 3 uncommon ICRs. So I think that this is a little bit better in terms of rewards. I think it would have been even cooler if you could either keep playing to keep getting, more XP. I know that you get XP every other win, 25 of it, but I think if you were able to pay and keep getting XP, I think that'd be better. Or if they added XP with these card rewards to make it 5,000, I think that would have been better value. But honestly, I think this is a step in the right direction. I think that lowering this to 1,000 might be better, but that's fine. This event starts in 17 hours, and why don't we break down the ban list? So the ban list includes Brazen Borrower, Brineborn Cutthroat, Cauldron Familiar, Murderous Rider, Bonecrusher Giant, Cavalcade of Calamity, Emberclave, Fires of Invention, Gates Ablaze, Light Up the Stage, Runaway Steamkin, Edgewall Innkeeper, Gilded Goose, Nightpack Ambusher, Nissa Who Shakes the World, Questing Beast, Wilderness Reclamation, Teferi Time Raveler, Doom Foretold, Thought Erasure, Hydroid Crisis, and Risen Reef. Now, I'm going to break down what each of these decks really, what decks these shut down here in a second. Overall, I think this event is very good. However, in a second, I'm going to break down every meta deck, not every, lots of the meta decks, and show you every single card that was banned and how much of an impact there is. The decks with the least amount of banned cards, or if there's a deck with no banned cards, those are the decks that are going to run rampant. So I will draw my conclusions as to which decks I think are the best here in just a second after I show you the breakdown. Alright, so why don't we jump right into this? So what I've done here is I've taken some of the top decks, 6 to be exact, and shown you exactly what cards were banned out of them. Starting from number 6 on the list, Gruul Aggro. So here's Gruul Aggro. Edgewall Innkeeper, Gruul Adventure, that's also Edgewall Innkeeper, Bonecrusher Giant, Questing Beast, and Emberclave. All of these are 4-ofs in the deck and are clearly very important to how it's going to survive. Now, of course, these are sample decks, so not every deck runs, obviously, these exact spells and this exact quantity. However, it gives you a good sense that, 4 of the main cards, Questing Beast, Emberclave, and Edgewall Innkeeper are a major part of the engine that keeps the deck running. So I think that Gruul Aggro has been absolutely murdered. Next, we have Simic Ramp. Risen Reef and Nissa, Who Shakes the World, were the only cards banned out of here. However, Nissa is the real engine of the deck that allows you to cast really crazy high spells, so without her, I expect the deck to not be able to be there. Rakdos Knights, Bonecrusher Giant, Murderous Rider, and Emberclave. If it wasn't for Emberclave, I would say that this deck could survive. Murderous Rider would be a big hit, however, you could replace it with a more basic spell such as Murder, or what was that one red-black spell that kills planeswalkers, creatures, or artifacts? That one. I can't think of the name of it right now. You could replace it with that. However, Emberclave really is what pushes the deck forward, and with that being banned, I don't think this deck is going to do very well either. Of course, you can just take your deck and replace some of the banned cards, however, I'm not sure how well that's going to do. Then we have Simic Flash, which this Simic Flash deck was kind of weird. It didn't have the weird creature that whenever you cast something out of your turn, you put a counter on it, which is generally the point of it, but this seems more Simic Rampy, but either way, this Hydroid Crisis, Brazen Borrower, Nightpack Ambusher, and Nissa were all banned, meaning this deck has literally been incinerated. The creatures that are left are Ramp and a counterspell, so good luck winning with that deck. Then we have the 2 biggest decks, Jeskai Fires. Now this one, you might be like, okay, Bonecrusher Giant, Brazen Borrower, those can be replaced. Teferi Time Raveler, that's a big hit, but that can be replaced. But then you realize it says Fires of Invention is banned, which Jeskai Fires, because it's named Fire of Invention, that will not be able to be played in this event. So of course that deck isn't going to do well. Then we have Jund Foods, Cauldron Familiar, Gilded Goose, and Murderous Rider. Now, this one actually didn't take as much of a hit as I thought it would. Cauldron Familiar is a big hit because that's a big part of the deck, but I feel like this deck could still do something without it. I don't think it'll be what's most popular. Even if we look back at the banned list, if we were to take a look at that, and I can just paste that right there, Brazen Borrower, that cuts off Simic Ramp, or really anything Simic-y or blue. Cauldron Familiar is that stupid combo gone. Murderous Rider is great removal. Bone Crusher Giant, Cavalcade, Light Up the Stage, Runaway Steamkin, that shuts down Mono Red. Gates Ablaze shuts down Gates deck, which I think it could still survive without Gates Ablaze, but it's highly unlikely. Edgewall Innkeeper, and of course this is also in addition to the standard banned cards, so Oko, Field of the Dead, Once Upon a Time, Veil of Summer, those are also banned, obviously. Edgewall Innkeeper, that shuts down really anything adventure-based. Gilded Goose, that shuts down a bunch of Ramp. Nightpack Ambusher, that shuts down Wolves and Flash. Nissa, that shuts down anything green, rampy. Questing Beast, that shuts down just a really good card. Wilderness Reclamation, that shuts down some combo-y decks. Teferi Time Raveler gets rid of a really broken card. Doom Foretold shuts down Esper's Stacks. Thought Erasure shuts down really anything blue-black control. And then the Risen Reef and Hydroid Crisis shut down anything Simic. So really anything in the meta isn't going to be popular. What you're going to have to look for are the decks that are just under the meta. Those are the ones that are going to end up being popular. Last time it was dinosaurs, which were actually part of the meta. They just weren't banned. I think that it'll be interesting to see where this lands, and it'll be impossible for me to tell. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope it's been useful. Please hit the like button, subscribe. It means a lot to me. See you guys in the next video. Bye.